Fujishima Takeji is a Western-style oil painter who was born in 1867 in what is now Kagoshima Prefecture. When he was 15 or 17, he moved to Tokyo to study traditional Japanese-style painting under Kawabata Gyokusho. In 1890, after becoming accomplished in Japanese-style painting, he turned to yoga-style, Western-style painting, and studied under Soyama Yukihiko, Masuoka Hisashi, Yamamoto Hosui, and others who were well-versed in the painting style. When a course in yoga was established at the Tokyo School of Fine Arts, he was appointed to its faculty. During that time, he also became a member of Hakubakai, White Horse Society. In 1900, Fujishima produced cover illustrations for the magazine Myojo, Venus, and became known for his decorative romantic style. His oil paintings, such as In Praise of Tempyo era and Cho, boosted his reputation during this time. In 1905, he was sent to Europe by the Ministry of Education, and there he studied art under Ferdinand Corman. In 1910, he returned to Japan and became a professor at the Tokyo School of Fine Arts. In 1924, he was made a member of the Imperial Art Academy. He died in 1943. Fujishima Takeji's art style changed throughout his career. He first learned Japanese-style painting and then went on to learn yoga-style painting. Yoga or Western-style paintings is a form of painting created by using Western media in Japan after the late Edo period, typically oil on canvas. The technique of using Western materials and/or techniques from pre-Meiji Japan was called Yofuga, Western mode painting. Western painting techniques, along with Christianity, was introduced to Japan in the early 6th century. A second wave of interest came from the enthusiasm of Dutch studies in the late 18th century. The Meiji government saw yoga-style painting as the necessity in attaining the national goal of Westernization. The actual term yoga and Nihonga, Japanese-style paintings, were coined in 1880 when yoga was put on the defensive due to the nationalist movement. The period of yoga may be considered years of adapting European styles from Impressionism to abstractions, but ultimately yoga artists aspired to create Japanese expressions in oil. When Fujishima Takeji first started painting in the yoga style, his art was in the decorative romantic style. An example of his painting is his painting Cho, or Butterflies. Butterflies was painted in 1904 and is oil on canvas. It is a modern work that draws on the Japanese decorative tradition. The painting shows butterflies surrounding a girl who is kissing a flower. The flowers could be chrysanthemums or dandelions. Chrysanthemum is the Japanese imperial family's seal. Having the flowers could be a representation of Japan in keeping with his Japanese roots. Butterflies are a symbol of transit joy, womanhood, and female vanity in Japanese art. In Chinese stories, butterflies represent dead woman's soul, but also symbolize summer, joy, and longevity. The brushstrokes are thin and the colors are not bright or vivid. From 1905 to 1910, his style changed abruptly and his works came to be characterized by bold brushwork and brilliant colors, as can be seen in his painting Kokusen, or Black Fan, painted in 1909. In 1920s and early 1930s, he refined his imagery of young women wearing Chinese dress in a series of works, Hokkai, of 1923. During this time, he was sent on a trip to Korea where he became fixated on the ideal of Orientalism from Europe to the Japanese framework for the artistic assessment and mediation of colonial Asian culture. In his later years, he produced a succession of landscape paintings such as his works Daio Saki ni Uchi Yoseru Toto, Angry Waves, and Tokai Kyoko, Sea over Eastern Sea, also known as Sunrise over the Eastern Sea.